How does libuv power the Node.js event loop? Imagine a busy office where tasks keep coming in, but only one person is available to handle them all. Now, picture this office using a smart system that delegates heavy jobs to other workers without stopping the main person from doing their work. That's kind of how libuv helps Node.js run smoothly. Libuv is a multi-platform C library that acts as the backbone for Node.js. It manages the event loop and handles asynchronous input and output operations. When you write code that reads a file or makes a network request, libuv takes over those tasks. It offloads the work so the main JavaScript thread can keep running other code without getting blocked. The core of libuv is the event loop. Think of it as a continuous cycle that keeps checking if any tasks are finished. When you start an operation like a database query or a timer, libuv adds it to a queue. It then keeps checking if the task is done. Once it detects completion, it schedules the callback function you wrote to handle the result. This way, your code responds only when needed, not constantly checking or waiting. Libuv uses the operating system's native features to perform non-blocking input and output. On Linux, it uses something called epoll. On macOS, it uses KQ. And on Windows, it relies on I/O completion ports. These tools allow libuv to get notified when an operation finishes without constantly polling the system. When the OS signals that a task is complete, libuv adds the callback to the event loop queue, ready to be executed. Even though JavaScript runs on a single thread, libuv has a thread pool inside. This pool handles tasks that cannot be done asynchronously by the OS, like DNS lookups or certain file system operations. This internal threading allows multiple tasks to run at once without freezing your main program. When an asynchronous task finishes, libuv queues its callback. Node.js then executes these callbacks only when the call stack is empty. This keeps everything running smoothly without interruptions. The event loop itself has different phases like timers, I/O callbacks, and check, each handling specific types of tasks in order. This organization makes sure your application stays responsive and efficient. In backend development with Node.js and Express.js, libuv is what makes handling many requests at once possible. It allows servers to process multiple network requests, read files, and run scheduled tasks all at the same time without crashing or slowing down. So, in simple terms, libuv is the engine that keeps Node.js running fast and non-blocking by managing the event loop and asynchronous operations behind the scenes.